Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposits with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We're going to be going into our second map of this best of three. Whoops, forgot to put the, whoops. Ignore this, ignore. Like, you're not seeing this, you're not seeing this. Just, yeah, what? That never happened. We're going to be going into our second map of Mirage. This is the choice of Flash Gaming. After a narrow victory in the first, they managed to just about take it through versus Beyond on their map choice. Well, we now get to witness whether or not Beyond can make the return. This is a strong map for Flash and one that you would expect them to win. And well, look at the setup at the moment from the CT side. They've gambled heavily over towards B and the Ts are all in over towards A. Got a decent amount of utility as well ready for this setup. Just going to be playing patiently. Now, if there's any aggression here from the CT side, they'll find out very quickly where this is going to be going. But the fact is the smokes have already fallen. The cross is not going to be had. The CT's already going to lose a lot of control in towards that CT sport as well. Bomb down, and this retake is not going to be easy. They have the Molotov ready as well for the bomb, but there is a smoke. Be interested to see if the T's opt to throw that anywhere else. If they throw it to CT, this round should be theirs. There's so many players looking to push him from that angle. It is in the hands. Oh, it could quite easily dunk it in over towards that corner, but already he's actually going to go down. Freeman is dead and buried. Up from above, though, we will see one, and there's a man just knifing around that bomb at the moment. Already the T side just trading things back effectively, and, well, it seems like the CTs may be out of this. They need some quick shots, and there's just going to be a knife. Oh, Summer kills the man defusing the bomb, and then gets killed by his own teammate who knives him, and then the bomb goes off and kills everyone else. An amazing pistol round, a great way to sort of finish that one off. Summer's going to be left with quite a bit of cash. His teammate, however, will not. But it is going to be Flash Gaming taking themselves that pistol round. Now going to be into the second. A lot of middle control being contested here by CT side. Now it should benefit the rifles quite efficiently, really. You have that range advantage. So King is going to be ready and waiting now. There's 3 players currently around this connector area. Can just play a little bit of a bait. Already, the head of Tor will be spotted as the remaining players look to peek out. Nice work from Piraj, manages to find himself 2. Looking for the third as well, and this has fallen apart for the T side. Fancy. Gonna push him from behind, gets 1, but there's too many players to aim at. This isn't really something you want to be re-peeking, but he does it anyway. Well, his teammate's just gonna go to retrieve the bomb. Instead, runs into middle and just dies as well. Flash. Or throwing that round away. There's going to be a pistol force up for Flash. Going to try and take the fight into middle versus Tor. There should be a little bit of support for him, realistically, and the CT side are in with a pretty decent buy after the victory in the force. Alright, she's just going to look to boost up, but already the CT side have just started to pummel the T's back into the ground. Well, it's left all onto Attacker. Not really anywhere near the action here. Has 5 players left. Try and close this out, and I don't really see it happening. Maybe he could drop a player or 2, at least make things a little bit more costly, but I think the timing is going to ruin him. Will at least be able to get himself 1, but the fact is, it is going to be a round on the ball for Neil. Either way, this round, P-side, not going to be able to invest anything. Almost a kill for Freeman. He's going to go hunting, manages to jump away from the spray, and actually does eventually get a kill. He is the Glockmeister by the looks of things. SDK will be there to trade things back, and almost manages to even get a second. Tor, you don't... Why? Why? What? Why? Why? He literally just lost at the game. The floor is lava. That's what he just did. It was like, the floor is lava, I've got to try and jump over. And instead, he just killed himself. A Summit. A 1G. But to worse proportions, because it was completely unnecessary. Okay, I've got to move on, because that is just unbelievable. T-side are going to be purchasing back up with the AK-47s. We'll have the AWP on tour anyway. Maybe he just wanted to get his orb. It was his excuse. Oh, guys, look, I died. I can't play with the Galil anymore. Well, in terms of utility damage, the CTs have already done quite a lot. SDK. Be watching for the Ts, who are going to be looking to push up that ramp spot. Incendiary will try to hold them back, but they've already passed the threshold. And Genius is going to have a lot to do. He had an excellent first map, even though they lost. He had 30-odd kills in regulation, and he's got another 2 here. Make that 3. They're struggling to remove him from this spot, and while somebody will chime in, close down Freeman. Summer on the other side of the map. Well, what does he really do here? 2 HP in a dream. But it's looking like it's going to be another flawless round already from Beyond, and well, you have to sort of question things at the moment from Flash. Either way, Summer doesn't really have much of a choice but to try and save in this one. They'll get 2,900 into the next round anyway, and it will probably just be some pistols purchased up. After that, the 3,400 loss bonus plus maybe a single kill would be enough to buy him an AK with armor. Not ideal, but something at least. While Summer making a hell of a lot of noise, but he is going to be able to just save his weapon. The CT side aren't hunting. They're happy to just get that sort of early money.
Counter-terrorists win.
There we go, though. Just that 1 AK alongside some pistols. Now, Flash can be pretty damn deadly with these pistols at times. Already, though, Tor is going to be finding the opening picks. Nice shot from Freeman, but ultimately it shouldn't have that much impact. It's more this man here. Fancy with the AK. Oh, never mind. Genius just decimates them both. This guy has been impressive, I have to say, in this series so far. 5-1 up already for Beyond. Of course, remember, in the previous map, they were winning 11-1, and they still managed to lose, so wouldn't count your chickens just yet if you are on the side of Beyond. The way we do have another buy-in for the T side, it will be Fancy just with a Galil instead of that all trusty AK-47. CT side have already built up a ridiculous amount of cash. 11,000, 9,000, 8,000 and a couple of 4s. Peak going to be coming out from Fancy. BK doesn't want to do that too many more times. Game of whack-a-mole, but... well, normally at the end of whack-a-mole, the mole doesn't die. Gets hit on the head a little bit. already, though. P-Ratch is going to find the opener. Trade will be available from Freeman, and they're now going to look to execute over this. There's still 2 players left over towards this B site, however, and the trades come in, but it's the CT side that will come out on top. Got to be careful, though. Zoking will be able to find one. A trade back will leave it all onto him. He's into the 1 versus 2 with 30 seconds left. Try and sneak his way in, and it seems like SDK, well, he eventually realizes what's going on. Look, he's actually going to look to just rotate back around. He has the bomb. The problem is this cross. He needs to cross over towards the site. Is his opponent going to expect him? No, he's not. Nice work. Zoking will be able to clear out this round and at least give a second for Flash. The problem, though, is the reset is looming.
The reset
could be coming in. Especially with the amount of money that the CTs have to break back with. They still could even get a buy into the next round, so it's important that Flash don't throw this one away. Of course, the loser of this game is eliminated. Well, the T's are just looking to explode in towards this A site. They've struggled to break it down so far, and they're struggling again. The rush straight in has pretty much failed already. Only 2 players remain. Make that just 1. These faster plays are not working at all for Flash. Left with barely anything to play with, just 1 man remaining. Attacker will at least be able to close out first. Now, if the CTs are over-aggressive here, they could come into some trouble, but... yeah, the Tyloo MVP game finished with Tyloo making it through to the next round. Flashbang. Leave Attacker completely blind. Gonna go for the repeat here, but SDK will close him out. Beyond with a perfect reset will leave Flash Gaming again in trouble financially. I almost wonder if they're just going to force this, and they are going to call a tactical pause. No surprises there. They are going to invest. Purchase up. Try and break back in this round. It is going to be the CZs. So, what direction they're going to be going, and maybe just a fast push towards this B site. CZs up close and personal. Can do a decent amount of damage. Actually, it seems like the CT side are aware of the potential. That smoke is just filthy. I love it. Just a long-range smoke all the way down to just hold them outside apps. I'm going to look to go through it. Still 3 players around this B site for the CT side, so they definitely have a strong read and a strong defense. So here we go. This is the execution. Lots of utility being expended. Molotov going to be put out by the smoke. Quick trade back. Nice shots coming in from Lovey, and he will be able to retrieve himself a rifle. This would be a huge round if the T's could manage to steal this one away, but they're still in a big disadvantage. Lots of utility for the CT side to play with, barely expending anything. Incendiary already going to be going out, but I think Lovey is going to be okay in the corner. Hirach, though, will, however, already find one back. A dink comes in. Second player goes down. Another. It's left into the 1v1, and they are going to take it. Flash. They bounce back with those CZ. CZ go comes up once again. The CT side, well, again, they're still going to have plenty of money to buy into this one, but Flash have given themselves another chance, another lifeline. Either way. Still gonna have a buy here. Tor, dinked up. Will fall back. You can already see the damage that's been done to the T's economy. Even after winning a round, they're still in a weak position here. However, the CTs have had to spend a lot of their extra cash, and the timing works out wonderfully. Fancy to find that opening kill. And the fact is, there's nobody else actually in the B site at all. They're going to start rotating players off, but connector pushers come in. B side have gained quite a lot of map control here. Ready? Soaking, nice snap onto the head of one. Genius will be able to take one back, and SDK got a lot of work to do here. Manages a first, but should be traded out. He will be. Zoking looking hot at the moment on this map, and it is Genius left to try and clutch this out. He's been good so far. Has a lot left to do. Gonna try and cross in towards the window and deny the plant. Teammate actually caught with a nade out, so he will go down, but that is it. Flash, they find 2 in a row, and that's enough to break the economy of Beyond. The early streak that they found dwindled by that CZ forced by win. Now, once again, quite a bit of trouble here. Just going to have to take the hit. 5th round likely, and now we can actually start to see Flash really build into this one, get some money of their own. CT side. It's going to be stacking over towards this B site. Well, although there's been an aggressive push out from Genius, the fact is the connector push should find out quite fast that this site is actually clear. Zoking looking to lead the charge and been able to find a few openers for this side. A couple of the rounds that they've won is based off this man's talents. Well, they're going to quickly clear out these remaining positions, realizing there could be a potential player in the Palace. Of course, a smoke in this case won't really stop Genius from doing too much. I imagine he'll just look to run out of the smoke and find himself a kill. Of course, the best case scenario here is for the TT side to get some exit frags and steal away a weapon. But be careful though, because got a couple of players to watch out for. Probably going to be up close. Now, there's not really any need for the T's to hunt these players down. The only bonus they gain is $300. There's no weapons. Okay, stat padding as well is nice. Maybe a little bit of confidence, but ultimately, none of it is worth losing a weapon for. From the CT side, well, they're wanting to try and steal a weapon away. It is going to be 6-5. Flash bringing this back into contention once again. Stop going to be called. One of the players has dropped from the Beyond side, so we will just have to wait a moment or two. I'm actually interested. Who is everybody believing in at the moment? Are they sticking with Flash to take the second map after a very close contested first, or do they think Beyond have the stones to take this to a third map? Personally, I'm still looking at Flash as the favourites. They definitely haven't looked like dominant. They haven't looked particularly strong. A few of the players individually are definitely sound, but a lot of mistakes being made and sometimes just very, very basic strats. I definitely think they could use for maybe like an analyst or a coach. I don't actually know if they do have anybody in the server at the moment, but it seems like when it comes to strategy, they're like a lot of the time they're just running into the sites and hoping somebody finds the entry, which, okay, occasionally that will be enough, but realistically, the CT side, if they can beat them tactically, may just be enough. Now the CT side in this round are going to have themselves Enough money to actually buy up again. No AWP yet for Tor. And when we actually looked at their CT side of cash, a lot of this came out of the double AWP setup. We saw Pirach and Tor really stepping up with that double AWP. Instead here, not yet coming into play, although the T's don't have one either. Wait. Already going to have a lot of damage done onto Genius. Looking to try and challenge the middle quite heavily here. In fact, there's nobody on the A side at all. CT side completely abandoning it. Now they'll be able to rotate a player in fairly quick. Genius will go back round towards the spawn itself. Do have Zoking in a decent position. Actually going to lose the battle. He's been the one finding the openers for this team. Rotation will come back in. Lovey looking to try and trade this kill out. Knows where his opponent is and will be able to do just that. But again, the CT side finding a couple of kills back and leaving it all onto Lovey. Long time his teammate who is going to be trying to hold on to that angle. Bomb will be planted at least. The T side money going to be good enough to buy into the next round anyway. The question is, do they actually have the ability to win themselves this round? Now that Molotov being picked up would definitely help them, but 2 quick kills, make it a third. It's all down to just Pirach. Now where did that come from? The T side out of nowhere just destroy the rest of Beyond. A 2v4 ending in a 2v0. And the worst thing is, Beyond didn't even play that badly. They peaked at the same time. They just got wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. 6-6. CT side once again just gonna be left with pistols. We look at once more at a strong position from Beyond quickly falling away. They were 5-on-1, 6-2 up already. Back to 6-6. Flash clearly a little bit slow with their starts, but this time they've come up trumps much quicker than before. Wait. We are going to have them pushing into what I would call the correct site. There is nobody here. CT side have gambled all their players over towards the B site. And while in this round it is all but done. No chance of them getting anywhere near that bomb, but at least they could look for some exits, try and remove some weaponry. They've been pretty passive in these sort of... Well, when they're wrong. When they're wrong, they just seem to sit back and relax. It's a little bit peculiar. See though, Genius. Well placed. Nice shot from Fancy. Get himself the kill. Attacker with another, and well, they're padding their stats a little bit here. It is currently Attacker top of the board, 14-7. Either way, once again, we'll have the buyback in. Tor is finally able to afford his AWP, which was fairly effective at the beginning of the game. We haven't seen it since. They'll keep a few extra pistols, which ultimately won't make that much of a difference. I'd quite like to have seen one of them chucked over to Tor, in all honesty, because he's the one most likely needing to switch to the pistol. Again, they're going to throw this deep smoke, which will fall just outside of the apps. But, well, Lovey's already going to go straight past it and just throw a smoke of his own. Although, there we go. That AWP once again will find the opener, this time from short. However, the quick push out, attacker only able to find one. It's been the connector from Zoking that seems to be his point of contention. Maybe able to catch the man actually crossing over towards the site. Does a lot of damage, but doesn't quite get the kill. He has an HE to throw out, but will that finish him? Yes, it will. The fact is, though, he doesn't know the P-Ratch has already pushed all the way through the palace. Will mean in terms of say site offense, P-Ratch has the chance to end it in its tracks. Gotta be careful. Now they are actually going to be watching the ramp, ready and waiting, and instead they'll fall back towards shore. Actually quite smart now. It is going to be the peek out. P-Ratch will be able to get them one back and leave it into a more aggressive position. Nice shot from Zoking. He'll tear the head off of one and now retake this ramp for his own. Even goes back for a little more. Zoking just hitting everything in this round. 3 kills for him already, and Tor is left alone. Doesn't have a kit with the AWP and a retake is not ideal. And he's more than worried about the players coming in on the flank. An 8th round again looking inevitable. And well, even if he wanted to push back through, there's no vent being broken early into the round. It's going to be 8-6. From 6-2. We have had 6 rounds in a row now for Flash on the T side. Attacker having a good game. Zoking for me has been very impressive. And well, we do at least have a 4-buy going into the final round of the half. A chance to make this 8-7. Attacker taking the early peek. Has to be careful because Tor is there with the AWP. Mirage though already is going to fall to the might of Zoking. We're going to try and get something through the smoke. Fairly low on HP and will be traded out relatively quickly. CBBK. Be waiting patiently. Side are still trying to make their ploy for mid once again. They do have Hacker waiting over towards the B site. Looks like they do want to split in that direction. The crossfire here, genius. Very good with his spray, but only manages to find himself one. There's a second player there they have to watch out for, though. CBBK, first is his. He has to be careful from behind, and he will already lose his life. Once again, it's Tor in this situation again. Has much better chance this time. Hits the initial shot. I don't know why Attacker repeat that, though. And it's the all battles here. The P250 going to be pulled out on the coward's way out, but it's the way to win the round. 9-6. It will be Flash with an impressive comeback. 7 rounds in a row to finish off the half. And, well, now they go on their CT side. And I fear if they win the pistol, this may all be done, as we haven't seen a lot from Beyond in quite a while. Strong starters, that's for sure, but seem to just lack that ability to close out games. Here we go, though. An important pistol for Beyond. Do have themselves decent amount of utility already, though. Will be Freeman to find the opening kill. T-side have left the man in Palace, which sort of suggests they're going to be going towards A. The bomb on ramp as well might just give that one away. Ready. Attacker looking for a little bit more. They've got to be careful because there is the man in the corner in the form of Zoking. Haven't cleared this out just yet. Push going to be coming in onto ramp, and this is looking just perfect from the CT side. Tor is the only one left alive in middle. Has everything to do, no even armor, and well, a 10th round looks all but easy. 8 rounds in a row now for Flash, and well, we're just looking at them to see if they can make these conversions. straight away. Pistols purchased in. BBK looking for the opener with the deagle. Instead, it will be the rifles just doing all of the work. The CT side playing this one very safe with their purchase. Only one SMG and they win it flawlessly. That's exactly how it's done. Remove the risk. Like the SMGs are wonderful. They can give you a great kickstarter to your CT side. But if you buy up the rifles and just win it clean, you're going to still have a big bolster of cash, and you go into that first fire round without the risk of SMGs. It just seems to make things so much easier for them. Either way, one flashbang and an attempted bomb plant. That's all that's here. Summer, oh, this could be wonderful. It could be. Straight in they go. SMG shreds down 2. The nade will pick off another and another nade. They're just dunking donuts at the moment as it's 12 and 6. Now the T's need to make their rise. But Flash are looking confident to say the least. Lovey could even pick up... Sorry, Fancy could even pick up his AWP, and he will. See if he's just gonna... He's got a pretty good spawn for it as well to go in towards the window. And actually, they're going to send a lot of players with him. This is going to be a very aggressive push coming out. Nades thrown in. Genie is going to be ready and waiting. Finds that opening pick, and well, attackers got stuck. It happens to the best of us. Gotta be careful here. Going to get sprayed through the wall, but it won't do a huge amount of damage. Still, this is an important round for the T's. There's still money left on the CT side, although Lovey will be... Fancy will be a little bit worse off. P-Ratch, just waiting patiently. The T-side now know that this is not a round that they should throw away. So it's going to spot them out, but it's too little too late. Loses his head, and I wonder if the remaining players may just want to hold on to their weapons. Especially in the form of Fancy, and he definitely will now. It is going to be a round on the board, a 7th for the T-side. But from Fancy's perspective here, he's got to hold on to this AWP. You look at the amount of money that they have. Everybody else can buy flawlessly. He's going to be the one struggling. They are going to come hunting here. Now, the T's don't have a lot of money to lose here. Now, okay, 5 players alive, 4 players alive. It's still good. They don't want to lose too much more. Even if they get this kill. Like, losing 2 or 3 players here is not worth it. Well, I like that. Just a little bit of bait. A little bit of bait. Was never planning on peeking. And it will be 12 to 7. Here we go, though. Is this going to be where Beyond get things going, or they're going to be struggling? It's actually going to be Freeman this time to pick up the AWP. Peak looking's coming from the connector. STK will find that opener once again, and, well, where did that even go? Straight into the face of one. This is looking bleak at the moment from the CT sides. They lose player after player. Zoking will fall as well, and, well, an eco almost inevitable here. See a rifle picked up at least. Still got that AWP looking to hold on to the cross. Fact is, though, the T's have so much map control. Already they're going to lose another. STK. Across. BBK as well. But they don't really need to challenge anything here. Bomb's going to be planted. I feel like saving this AWP is a much better chance. And, well, Tor gets the easiest kill of his life because his opponent doesn't spot him at all. It is going to be 12 and 8. Of course, now, as said, not much going to be invested for the CT side at all. Just a few pistols to try and do some damage. Peek out with the Deeg, and already Zoking down within inches of his life. the best of buys going into the next round. 2,400, not going to be ideal. Unless we see a kill actually come in for Lovey, there's not going to be an AWP in the next round either. Unless, of course, it's glass cannon, which I wouldn't really recommend. Also, Zoking's actually brought down quite far, so he'll only have a rifle and no utility or anything behind it. Already, though, Genius is going to manage to find that opener. The T side slowly bringing this one back. A few shots from attacker, but not going to gain anything as of yet. Ready? Few shots being taken. Actually, a few low players here. Dink coming in. Still got Packer on this site, just waiting in case anybody wants to cross. And, well, they're all getting tagged down, but the fact is not a single one of them has actually died yet. Not a healthy player over on this T side. Molotov, oh, that's just mean. It spread so far. Oh, he almost manages to take that kill instead, but trying to flee here. No reason for the T's to hunt at all. Just none. It's a CZ. I can buy those aplenty at the moment. Their money is starting to boom, and with 5 players surviving, it'll be absolutely fine. Or maybe 4. I think it'll probably be 4. Oh, never mind. CBBK, I was sure he was going to die, but instead he survives with 2 HP. Very nice from the T side. Lots of money made as they start to drag things back. But now the CTs have their buy of their own once again. Just rifles. No AWP, not that much utility, and no kit. These are going to take some early positioning over towards that B site. Control is going to be coming in a little bit late. Now there's a peek at the moment from Zoking. He's just going to be watching to try find anybody in mid, but as of right now, not really spotting anything. The T's are going to smoke and Molotov him out just to make sure that he can't do anything of the sort. Connector control going to be gathered as well. With 45 seconds left on the clock, T's will have to make their move soon, but there's next to no utility. This can't go to a retake for Flash. Has to be down to them winning these battles. King, where he's going to try and take one, but it fails miserably. He's down and out within the first few seconds. Attacker is here, and he misses as well. It is going to be left all on the Fancy in the corner. Probably the man to play with the AWP. He manages one. Lovey's found another, and actually, this is working out for the CT side. They've slowly turned it back into their favor, and just look at the clock. 10 seconds left. CBBK knows that he has to go running in here. And while he's left completely blind, he'll have to retrieve the bomb and just go straight for the plant, and it's not happening. 13-9, a round back onto the board. AWP will also be saved, but again, it's one of those situations where Beyond can just buy comfortably. Already we see some limitations here for the CTs, and MP9 bought up. Just watching Zotax, or not Zotax? Zokings. Jesus. Sensitivity is crazy. Like, sorry, I had it, and this is just mainly just because he moves his arm so much. Like someone playing on like 12 sensitivity. Here we go though, T's. Early on, are going to be looking over towards that A site. 3 players there, bomb still left in the spawn, so not dedicated by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just going to go back again for some late mid control. Now, it seems like Fancy has just given up playing the AWP. They're going to give it over to Freeman instead. King does have a little bit of presence in towards middle. Aiming not quite working out for him. He is just going to have to re-throw down that smoke. And if there is a peek here from Genius, should clear him out of the corner. Molotov not quite going to spread. And with 40 seconds again, the clock starts to run a little bit thin for this T side. However, Zoking looking like he may be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, this is risky. Molotov going to go down and he'll be caught. However, the T's are actually kept out. They're going to try and push their way in towards this B site instead. And, well, it's good work already from Freeman, who's found himself quite a few kills. It is over. Another round on the board as Flash hit themselves 14. The T's, again, will have themselves another buy, but they've got to juggle some weaponry about. A bomb plant would be enough to give them one into the last round. Or, actually, no, it won't. They'll get 24. It will be not the best of buys. But the fact is, it is already another round, and could be the chance for the CT side to end it here and now. Quick push coming in over towards this B site. Incendiary going to go down a little bit late as already. Well, they've got a bit stuck, but they are out on towards B. Sprayed through. It will be one kill already found by Lovey. Good work from Zoking as well as White. Another, and the CT side are all here. They've rotated in time. Finally, a kill will come in, and actually Tor, he finds a second. He's looking to try and do it all on his own. CTs are back-to-back at the moment, and somehow this has turned. This was looking so good for the CT side. They're in a 5 versus 3, and now it's down to just one man. Attacker, MP9 not ideal, but he does manage to find himself the kill. He's going to go running in. He knows he needs to get a little bit closer, but I think he's going to get caught by the timing. He wins the battle anyway, though! How on earth did they take that round? Backwards and forwards it goes, with the team with the advantage somehow throwing it away. (15-9). Flash are not making this easy for themselves, but they are one round away from eliminating Beyond, taking themselves further into the tournament. However, Pirach, he looks to try and change that, as it is going to be a fast execution on towards this B site. Looks like already Fancy's going to be overwhelmed, but it will be a quick trade back. Weaponry retrieved, some damage done. Nice shot from Lovey to find himself another. Pirach looking to try and go aggressive here. I'll spot out and find the kill. Back into a 3v3. Yet to really pick up any weaponry, though. That's the big problem. Damage has been done. STK will add another to the death toll and leave the CT side without a huge amount of cash. Should be a free kill here for Attacker. Push back in, but it's another for that SMG. Just doing work. 3 kills for STK, and Attacker left in a little bit of trouble here. He tries to isolate the duel, but instead he can't find anything. The CT side money not going to be in the best of states, and that bomb is ticking away. It is another round on the board for Beyond. They're not done just yet. 15-10. Few pistols can be dropped here. Rifle going to be bought by Attacker. He'll still have more money than the rest of the team anyway. And they're actually going to go for this with the CZs. Now, we've seen them do this before. Already, Zoking, he's dancing for his life. Tap dancing, that was. Taking aggressive positions in this round. Man into the palace already. STK tagged low. Now we saw a force buy win for Beyond in the last round. Wouldn't put it past the CT side to do the same themselves. There is that rifle to find a first. Well, peek in, almost gets 2. And STK so low on HP, he's on 1 in fact. The problem is the T's have already gone in towards this A site. But they don't realise that Zoking's actually in on the flank. Make quite a bit of noise though. I don't think Pirach actually heard that. So this flank is going to be perfect. All the way round the back. Teammates are in. Nice shot from one on from Zo King, and well, it's done. They win it with the Force Bite. Flash are going to eliminate Beyond, and that is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. If you have enjoyed, you can type !caster. We'll be back again tomorrow with some more of the Asian Qualifier.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles, deposits and convenient payment options, cool mini games, and 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.